Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.
Hi, I'm Cherry Johnson with the Watauga County Arts Council, and every month we change out and give you fresh, new, interesting stuff to come look at in our galleries. Yeah, you might remember we have 4 galleries at the Blue Ridge Art Space. One of them is our Children's Gallery. One is our Serendipity Gallery, which is the gallery that showcases the work of Marcia Holmes' students through the Lois Harrell Senior Center and the Western Watauga Center. And then we have the Open Door Gallery, and it is a gallery that features a lot of variety, in particular emerging artists, but also sometimes three-dimensional work. So we have mudslingers going on in the Open Door Gallery, which is a display of pottery of all different types and ceramic art. And then in the main gallery, we have Rebekah made trap. And I'm excited to showcase your work. You were a surprise to me, I have to tell you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to tell a couple of your secrets.
Okay.
Her brother is with WATA Radio, and I meet with him every Friday morning and have a little chat with Jonathan every week. And one day I was in there talking about we were recruiting artists for the next round of gallery applications, and he said, well, my sister, I'm going to call her Becky, my sister Becky paints pretty good. You ought to look at her work. And when he showed me the images, I was like, oh, don't worry, we already got her. May was way ahead of him. Now, you are from Allegheny County.
Yes.
And you now live here in Watauga County. You're married to Wayne Trapp, which is something that many of you may know Wayne. Wayne is a sculptor and a painter of quite a bit of renown. His sculpture is more predominant in this area because he has it out publicly in various places.
Yes.
And but he does paint as well and has a good bit of that work as well. And I'm kind of curious as to how you got started painting. What happened?
Well, I had watched him paint, and he was having so much fun and dancing, and you know.
So you didn't paint before you met Wayne?
I had dabbled.
Uh-huh.
Nothing serious at all.
Okay.
Yeah. And so one January, a friend came down, and he wanted to paint. So I thought, well, to spend time with him, I'll go paint too, and then I haven't stopped.
And I see a little bit of Wayne in your work, an influence, kind of an echo of the kind of things I've seen him do in the past, you know. So I think he's had a little bit of influence on you.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Now, who else has influenced you?
Really, just Wayne, you know, and I take a lot of things from outside, outdoors, nature, and music influences me a lot.
How about that? What kind of music are you into?
All kinds, yeah.
Well, I know Wayne always has music going in his studio because every time I've ever been over there, it's always some music going on. Even when Wayne's not even in the studio, there's music going on.
Yeah, right now I'm listening to disco right now. So.
Well, now there's a switch.
yeah, it's bringing out some fun stuff.
So what does disco do to your painting?
Well, it's a lot happier, yeah, and more colors, bright colors. So
that's cool.
It's fun.
Now, these are what kind of medium?
This is oil and wax on canvas.
Okay, let's describe oil and wax, because a lot of people know what oil paint is. They know what canvas is, but they may not know how wax plays into that.
Okay, with the wax is translucent. So you mix the oil with the wax.
With melted wax?
Well, it's a soft wax.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can get layers of different colors, and it turns out quite well.
And that accounts for some of the transparent appearance of the work. Yeah.
Where you can see the background colors coming through.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me about this piece, for example. What is this piece?
This is called Picnic Under a Full Moon.
Picnic Under a Full Moon. Okay. Keep talking to me. Tell me more.
Okay.
I see you scratched into the wax, too.
Yeah, that's another way to add texture. I like that. And down here at the bottom, see that scribble?
This?
Yeah. Just to sort of break up that space.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's a lot about shape. And contrast of colors and merging colors one to another and that kind of thing. So how did you come up with the title then? What made it a picnic under a full moon? I got the full moon.
Yeah, I don't know. I think those two little dots, you could think of them as two little people or two.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's really kind of cool. I like that.
Thank you.
I really do. And I like the shapes especially. I mean, there's just really, I don't know, they speak to me. Now, what about this piece over here behind us?
This piece, I was just having fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was just playing with the colors, these
Yes.
two together. I love it.
You're playing with shapes too.
Oh, yeah.
So I see circles and rectangles and all kinds of things kind of merging together, and
Yeah.
overlays of shapes over shapes.
Yeah, that was just fun.
That does look like fun.
Yeah.
Looks like it'd be, and you, sometimes I bet you do fun and you come out and go, I don't like this.
Yes.
You sound like that's often.
Well, I have two that they're only for my eyes. I would not share them, but most of the time when I'm painting, it's just fun. Like, I don't go at it with a plan. I just sort of see where it goes. It's really fun.
So now when you're painting, is Wayne also painting?
No.
Okay. So he just comes through and critiques now and then?
Well, no. If I want an opinion, I go get him.
And he doesn't offer it if you don't want it?
No, not usually.
That's a rare husband.
He's great.
My husband won't see this.
Yeah.
So he just critiques out on request.
Yeah. Yeah. If he really likes something, if I'm down there and he comes down to tell me dinner's ready or whatever, he'll come and if he likes it a lot, he'll definitely say. But if I don't say, hey, darling, what do you think of this? He doesn't.
He doesn't offer anything.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't like it, you don't hear anything out of it unless you ask.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
So I know what he likes and what he doesn't like. Because if he doesn't say anything, he might not like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you and I can't see them, but our audience can see the two pictures in front of us.
Yes.
And so can you tell me about those?
Yeah, this one is Midnight on the Piazza.
Uh-huh.
That's an early one that I did. It's sold
Right.
already. It's that one is mainly just layers of colors. It's almost like a stained glass look.
Right.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun too. They're
How
all
fun.
Yeah.
And then what's the other?
Standing tall.
And it's taller too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. And it's very vertical in design. So.
Yeah.
Well, we're both looking on a monitor to see what we're looking at, so that you guys have an idea of the right picture, and we're talking about the right thing.
Right. Yes.
Now, describe to me how much time you spend, like when you have a blank canvas. What's next?
What's next? Well, I have my music going. Usually it's something peppy, dancing, because the trick to me is not to think about it. I don't go at it with a plan.
Okay, there's no design, no drawing something out.
No.
Yeah.
So I just make some lines and add some color, and then it turns into something. Yeah.
So you just keep playing with it till it comes up to something you want.
Yes.
Have you ever added just way too much?
Oh, yeah. 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 I have one on the easel right now. I've painted out pretty much everything I had on there.
And starting it over.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Painted out meaning you blocked it out and just started
I didn't
over,
paint
or
out the whole thing. Just like little
sections.
Yes. Yeah.
So now, who does your framing?
Well, Blowing Rock Frame Shop and Gallery. They did a few of them.
The reason I ask is because they're very substantial, very solid frames.
Yeah.
Very nice frames.
Yeah, most of them I got out of Texas, and I just put them on myself.
Okay. Yeah, I was about ready to hear you say, I've got down there and I made them myself.
Well, we thought about it because it's expensive.
It is expensive,
Framing
yes.
is really expensive.
Actually, we have a workshop going to be coming up on something like that. I've got an artist that's going to talk about tricks he's found to save money on framing and still have a quality product.
Oh.
So when I have that one, you'll have to come
I'll
check
have
it
to
out.
come look, yeah.
And speaking of that, I'm going to take a second and do a little bitty commercial here.
Okay.
The Arts Council is sponsoring a series of 6 workshops right now, not including the one I just mentioned, called The Business of Art. And because the vast majority of artists are not trained or don't have experience in the entrepreneurial side of being an artist, the business side.
Right.
They have great experience or training in the art side, and that's fabulous. But they don't always know how to do the nuts and bolts side of it, And so in order for them to be financially successful, we are trying to help them with skills that they might need. So we have a series of 6 wonderful workshops on all kinds of things such as paying yourself, on how to price your work, on how to seize the opportunity, how to write grants, one on record keeping, and one on digital imagery of paintings and such, that you can, a way to make those look good so you can submit them to exhibits and whatever, and you're sending a quality product, you know.
That's a good idea.
So those workshops are going to be $40 each. So if you did all 6 of them, that would be $240, but we're giving you a deal. If you sign up for all 6, you can get them for $200, so you get a free one in the deal. You know?
Nice.
So, so I encourage artists to do that. I think certainly Wayne and maybe May are well beyond needing a whole lot of help in that. But
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Wayne looks to me like he's done pretty well.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pretty sharp fellow.
Definitely. Yeah.
We're talking about him, and he's not here to defend himself.
I know. We thought about him coming. I thought about it.
Yeah, we could have done that.
Yeah.
Would have been fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, now how long have you painted? How many years?
I started in January of 2013. So just a year and a half almost.
And the dabbling you did prior to that was what? Just the kid stuff like kids do?
Well, no, I had an art class in high school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I've always enjoyed art, and I've always enjoyed the thought of being an artist. But it never seemed practical to me. You know, you think, what do I want to be when I grow up? Well, you got to make money.
Yeah.
And that's not a guarantee.
That's exactly right.
Right.
That's exactly right.
So I didn't pursue it until I was given this opportunity by meeting Wayne and getting involved, and that's how it all happened.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I don't know. I've been to y'all's house off and on over several years, and it's a very arts-rich environment.
Yeah,
you know,
it
there's
is.
sculpture in the yard. There's paintings everywhere. It just feels, the whole house feels artsy. You know?
Yeah.
Does that contribute to your overall vision of your work? You know.
It probably does. Yeah, I know I really enjoy the forms of Wayne's sculpture. And so I would like to find those forms more in my paintings, I think.
I think that I can see some of that
Yeah.
in his work, in your work very much, because I know his sculpture, and I know that it, you know, has that big monolithic, you know,
Yeah, like this guy.
rounded. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Not always, but a lot of his pieces have something like that in them. So you
Yeah.
know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, well, I think you're very fortunate to get to be in such an arts-rich environment.
I really am.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think that it's going to play out long-term for you, because you're going to be creating for many, many years to come.
I hope so.
You're young. You've got lots of years ahead of you
Yeah.
to do this. I think that we're going to be hearing as much about you as we do about Wayne. So,
Well, that would be nice.
well,
Yeah,
we'll
thank
just have to hang in there and see, but I think you're well on your way.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, May has an exhibit at the the main gallery in the Blue Ridge Art Space for the month of May. She's actually very prolific with her work anyway, because you also have an exhibit across town in the Jones House.
Yes.
And so you've got quite a few pieces between the two. I guess you probably have 30 or 40 pieces out.
26, 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a whole lot of finished work to be putting out.
Yeah, it is.
And so this is quite a month for you.
It has been quite busy.
Well, we're going to have a celebration.
I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
Saturday night, second Saturday in every month, we have a celebration, which we call the Second Saturday Celebration of the Arts. And this month we're celebrating May's work. We're also celebrating our mudslinging exhibit, and we're celebrating another exhibit in the Serendipity Gallery. I believe it's a Ready, Set, Draw, I think is the name of that exhibit. And then we have a children's exhibit from Hardin Park Elementary School. So there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. And in the classrooms of the Blue Ridge Art Space, you'll find artists demonstrating stuff as well. So you need to join us Saturday from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Blue Ridge Art Space, and make it a practice. Mark it on your calendar. Every second Saturday of every month, there's a cool party going on at the Blue Ridge Art Space that you want to be part of. And this will just be one of the crowd, but it'll be wonderful. We'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We're looking forward to this whole month's worth of enjoying your work. I think it's
thank
really
you.
going to be really neat.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming and joining me today.
Yes, my pleasure.
We're going to have you demonstrate your techniques sometime for a demo, for artist demo. Not this month, we'll be busy.
Okay.
But another month. I think that would be fantastic to watch what you do to layer the color on.
Yeah,
You know,
that would be fun.
So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll plan on that. So I'll let
Okay.
you know when May's coming back for that. In the meantime, check our website, watauga-arts.org, for information about this and a lot more.
Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.